dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrich Rosas. And we are underway from AT&T. And oh, that is going to be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 14-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big run that time by Elliott. 67 yards.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Prescott now. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Greystone travel. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 5-4. Hey, Sam off. Check. Fresno.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes.
Ready. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, Mike 7. 54. Go on. Set the tone, defense. Defense.
On first and 10, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Go. Hey, Charlie. 54. Man, I got to go.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check, check. Whip. Watch the whip. Out.
Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Here it comes. 57. Mike, 57.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They're running it.
First down, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
got 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Let's talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Get it.
Throwing Jones. And this is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings.
Smith. Ready?
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Here we go.
50 seconds to Mike. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
27
to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 26.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Back at his own 49.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long.
31's the Mike. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got it open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Going in. 50. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Here we go. Going in. 50. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
And 3 at the Giants' 6-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, our score, 9-3. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Come on now. Come on now.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, go. Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4. Here we go, team. Look, squeeze. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 65 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and 5.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds Penny. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Mike 54.
61, matchbox lights.
Shoot.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Got it.
Mike 5-4. Check back, check back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Jones. Ball play action. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Get the ball. Shift. Watch the shift.
Hey, kill. 47.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
There we go.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
26.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Now.
Banjo. Mike 5-4.
Hey, wahoo. Get it.
Now Jones. Big hold of the 30. Finds his tight end Ingram. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes.
Ready.
Jones throwing on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Hey, Echo.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Throwing on third and long. Jones. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Tight down. There you go.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to let this one go. And got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Intended that time for Cooper. And he may want to track down that football, because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Looking to throw. Jones. Caught right side, Tate. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Jones now operating from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Back to throw. Jones going to throw right side here, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called.
That's how we do it.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Back, back, back. Let's go.
Now Jones off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make
5.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Come on.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Everyone
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here we go. 480. 50. Here we go. D. All day. Defense. All day. All day.
Looking to throw. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Blue down. Check nickel. Hey, alert 3. Hey, check 24. Here we go, 47. 57's a Mike. 57. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
We're going to 54. Why is 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Kill.
Prescott. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown.
You got it.
Jason Witten there to make the grab as they are able to cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones throwing again. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Jones now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong foot.
X3, 218, chop it.
From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second and long. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And an alley to run. 29. A big run that time by Elliott. 65 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Jim. Kill. And turn it up.
Prescott to throw it. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Let's go.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check 26, check 26. Go.
Motion. 54's Mike. Check.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You gotta get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Alpha. Big grip.
Throwing Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Topper! Topper! Hey, seam 6! Seam 6!
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Let's go!
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
All day, dog.
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. Elliott. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the red zone now, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Alec Ogletree. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Here we go, 46.
Check 31, check 31.
Now Prescott. Finding room to the 20. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Prescott, this is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick 1st down. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Jones on 1st down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I'm coming after you.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Prescott, complete to Jason Witten. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Quick the edge, quick the edge.
47.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Ready?
On first down, Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
Hey!
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. So we got man.
Now it's Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch 54. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
They'll run with Barkley. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott now. Cooper's got it. 19 yards that time for number 19. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
We ain't giving them nothing today.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Crunch.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
That's another Cowboys.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they take a knee.
Prescott down the keeper. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.